Hey everyone, Demon Knight here. So today I got another build in Borderlands 2 for you guys, and this time it's my melee Gaige build, which some of you may already know from my Melee Madness video, which I will link in the description below. So the items I have on here are the Slagger for slagging groups of enemies, then the Grog Nozzle right here as pretty much the main weapon for the extra healing, then the rapier right here, because it's the best melee weapon in the game and is pretty much just for badasses, because you definitely want your healing with the Grog Nozzle for most enemies. Then a Northlit here for second winds. You can pretty much use any E-Tech launcher, because you're still going to use a lot of Anarchy on this build, which means a lot of gun damage, so any E-Tech launcher will do at 400 stacks of Anarchy, but of course the Northlit is the best one for that. Then a grounded Hide of Terramorphous, because it's the best droid shield, and you want a grounded one so you have the electrocute immunity so that you won't put a damage over time on yourself with the chain lightning when striping your shield. And you also don't want to use a Love Thumper on this build, because that will just get you killed, since the Novas from Death Trap will actually hurt you. Then of course a Chain Lightning to strap your shield, the legendary Roboteer class mod for all of the Death Trap and melee stuff, and then a Blood of the Ancients for more max health. So for this spec right here, it's mainly focused around giving you and Death Trap as much melee damage as possible. So the main skill right here is going to be with Claws, which together with Anarchy will give you quite a lot of melee damage, so this is going to be your main source of damage. Then another really great skill here is Upshot Robot, which will give you and Death Trap a lot of melee damage once you gain a few stacks of this. Then this one right here will increase your max health, which is really nice together with the relic, so you'll have over plus 100% max health, which is also really good together with Cooking Up Trouble. Then this one right here, you only want 9 out of 5 in this one, because if you have plus 10% damage reduction, you won't actually be able to strap your shield down with one grenade. So you only want to put 4 points in this one, and I've put the extra point in the better half for some more fire rate, which will make slagging a bit faster. Then this round right here gives you some more cooldown. And Sharing is Caring is of course also really great, so that Death Trap will get the Roid Shield. Then this gives you some more melee damage, and this one right here is just for some healing with the Grog Nozzle. And then over here you have Annoyed Android, which is only at 9 out of 5 as well, because movement speed for Death Trap isn't really that important, and sometimes it even messes with his AI, because sometimes he just flies around enemies in circles instead of hitting them. So this is not really that important, and I've also put the extra point in the better half. And then finally you have this one right here, which will give you a chance of gaining another Anarchy stack every time you would gain an Anarchy stack, which is really nice, because most enemies take more than one melee strike, and every time you melee with Claws, you'll lose a stack of Anarchy, so this will help you to keep up your 400 stacks of Anarchy all the time. So I'm in Southpaw Demon Power right here, and we'll go through this map with this build and kill some enemies. So this build is obviously nowhere near Melee Krieg or Melee Zero. But it's still a pretty fun build to mess around with in my opinion. And that actually killed me. But Death Trap got us a second wind here. So yeah, don't expect anything too powerful out of this. It's just a little fun build, and also some people have requested it. So I thought, why not make a video about it. So for this badass right here, we can use the rapier and forward as well, and that will give us a lot more melee damage. But for these general enemies right here, you want the Grog Nozzle, because you want to tank enemies, and the Grog Nozzle will just make that a lot easier. You also want to make sure to kinda stay close to Death Trap, and make sure to slag enemies for him, because as you've seen right there, if you don't do that, he'll die pretty quickly if there are a bunch of enemies around. But it doesn't matter right now because he should be back again for One. But as long as Death Trap is on cooldown, you definitely want to play a bit more defensive, because all of the fire will be focused on you, and I'll actually wait for Death Trap here before I spawn him again. Because first I want to kill all of these bombers, because they can definitely kill Death Trap really quickly. And you also want to keep healing yourself with the Chain Lightning on this build, definitely. Alright, so it's only One now, so we can spawn Death Trap again. And for him we're gonna use the Rapier again for some more damage. Alright, there we go. So as you can see, we're not at 400 stacks all the time, so you kind of have to get lucky with her skill Typecast Iconoclast right here to get more stacks out of that. But of course, also if you just keep killing enemies, that will also give you stacks, and reloading your gun. So even just letting Death Trap do the work and slagging things for him, you can gain stacks like that. Alright, so Death Trap has still a good amount of health left, so I think he'll survive this and we'll have him for Reef. Well, now he only has a little bit of health left, so I might be wrong with that. Having Death Trap up for badasses and stuff is definitely always nice, because you want their fire to not be focused on you. Okay, he is still alive, so we'll have him for Reef here. Okay, so he put a damage over time on me, so I'm actually not going to use the Rapier now. Alright, there we go. So Death Trap is almost dead, but he's still alive. Maybe he'll kill some more enemies for us. And we are also at 17 stacks of Upshot Robot right now, and that also definitely makes up for the loss of Anarchy stacks we'll sometimes get. It's actually even better than having Anarchy stacks, because it gives you a lot more of melee damage. And it also increases Death Trap's melee damage, so that's also pretty nice. Alright, there goes Death Trap, but that's fine. He should be up again once we spawn the last assassin there. Okay, make sure everything is slacked. Okay, that still hit me. What's also really nice about Gaige is that she kinda has increased melee speed with claws. Okay, he isn't able to take down my shield, so I'll just do it myself. So technically, you'll get twice the damage with every melee strike. So that's also really nice. Okay, I think we can spawn Death Trap soon here. These should be the last few enemies. Yeah, I think we can spawn him now. Okay, that actually got me killed there. But Death Trap was able to give us a second wind, which is also really nice. Alright, Death Trap killed him. So now we'll kill these last few assassins here. Okay, make sure to reload there, so I can slag them all. Or not the last few assassins, the last few enemies I mean, of course. Okay, Death Trap didn't actually kill these guys, so I'll do that. Alright, there we go, and now only Roof is left. And there we go. Death Trap actually died from that, but that's fine. We're through this map here. And that wasn't actually too bad, didn't have to use the Northfleet once, so that's really nice. So yeah, that's pretty much my melee Gaige build. Let's open this chest here, and we'll get some Iridium and money. So I'll show you guys my gear and spec again. And of course, as always, no bar. So yeah, that's my build, and it's definitely really fun to mess around with. As I've said, nowhere near Melee Krieg or Melee Zero, but still, it's viable on OP8, so that's all that counts, and it's definitely fun. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching, and see ya!